1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We don't know why. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day so far, and welcome to today's video where, as promised, I'm going to be sharing my thoughts on the new very expensive Westman Atelier I Want You mascara. Do you want or need this mascara at over £40? Let's find out, shall we? We spoke about this mascara, and my warning, my heed to you guys was to at least let me try it first. Let me try it, let me spend my money, so you potentially don't waste yours. Because yes, we love Westman Atelier, yes, we love a brown mascara, but at £42, it's an expensive one, and we at least want to know it's a great mascara if we're going to be spending that much. So as promised, I picked it up. I picked it up in the brown shade because I'm trying to find a brown mascara that I absolutely adore, and it hasn't really happened yet. So this might be the one. So the I Want You mascara from Westman Atelier will set you back £42 or $45 for 8 mils of product. It is described as an endlessly buildable mascara that lengthens, defines, and volumizes. It is available in 2 shades: Clean Black, which is described as a pitch black, and Lebrun Clean, which is described as a chocolate terracotta shade, and that's the shade that I chose. So as per the brand, this is an ultra clean, buildable mascara that lengthens, defines, and volumizes using the safest ingredients for the sensitive eye area. Go natural to bold with an hourglass shaped brush expertly crafted from plant-based filament and designed to catch every last lash. Take your lashes from everyday natural to full and fluttery with just a few swipes. A creamy plant-based wax blend and shea butter deliver a volumizing and nourishing payoff without clumping, flaking, or transferring. This is also silicone-free, paraben-free, peg-free, and no phthalates. Perfect, I nailed it. Cruelty-free and vegan-friendly. So let's take a closer look at this glorious packaging. You know, mascara packaging is not typically super exciting, but this is utterly beautiful. It's very weighty in the hand. It's very large as far as mascara tubes go. Very, very large, very heavy, but it does not contain any extra amount of product. 8 mils, pretty average amount, but you would think there was a lot in here based on the size of this component. It's very weighty and luxurious. I love that gold little detail on the bottle and the very subtle Westman Atelier logo. Here is the wand, and you can see that beautiful brown shade. It does have an hourglass wand with a very tapered tip designed to get all the sort of smaller lashes and those in the inner and outer corners. Lovely small little tip. Beautiful looking brush. So one final tidbit before we jump into the demo. I did notice that on Westman Atelier's Instagram, they replied to a comment about what is the difference between this mascara and the mascara that they already had in their line, which is the I Love You mascara. This is the I Want You. I wish they'd called them something slightly more different, because I will get confused and buy the wrong one. I promise you. So this is what they had to say. I Want You is a new formula. I Love You has a densely packed, fluffy brush for bold, full volume lashes. I Want You has an hourglass shaped brush to lengthen lashes with buildable volume. Both include lash loving conditioning ingredients. So they don't sound wildly different. You know, they both claim to be lash loving. They both claim to add volume. Perhaps the main difference is the shape of the brush, and it seems like Westman Atelier is saying that I Want You is a more buildable mascara, whereas I Love You is like a full volume kapow mascara, but it doesn't sound like they're wildly different. But let's give this one a try. You know, I have to smell everything. It smells like mascara, so make of that what you will. Let's start off on this little eye, and it was at this moment that I realised I just hate applying mascara on camera. It's such a sexy look while you're like delightful. Bear in mind that this is a brown shade, so if you're expecting quite the drama of my usual mascara reviews, this is going to look softer and more natural because it has that brown shade, and that is what I'm looking for. I'm wanting to fall in love with brown mascara, and it's hard, they're hard to find, I tell you, and I've tried a few and I haven't loved the formulas, so what I really need is Benefit Roller Lash Back in brown. Please, Benefit. Okay, so here we have one coat, quite a quick, easy coat, really as described, no crumbling or flaking. It feels like on the wetter side as far as mascara formulas, like I can feel my eyelashes getting wet, if that makes any sense whatsoever to you. I kind of prefer that because I feel like mascaras that start off quite dry will dry out quite quickly, and this being a clean formula, that makes me nervous because for £42 I want this to stay great and performing beautifully for at least 2 months and not like 2 or 3 weeks before it's dried out. So I think it's good that it's starting off on the sort of wetter side so it doesn't dry out really quickly. I almost said this fur coat. No. This first coat is definitely more on the sort of natural side. I haven't curled my lashes, by the way, but I do have like fairly curly lashes anyway, and I think this first coat is promising. There was no clumping, it didn't take a lot of work for me to cover all the lashes, and I didn't have to do a lot of sort of combing through to get rid of any lashes sticking together too much or too much clumping or an uneven application. I feel like the mascara applied super evenly, and it does look sort of more natural and subtle than the black shade would. The black shade would obviously be much more of a contrast, so you know that would give you more drama, but I think for a brown mascara with one coat, this is looking really pretty, more on the natural side, not clumpy, very, very smooth, an even coating of the lashes in a very quick amount of time. So I think this is quite a promising start. It also seems to have dried quite quickly or set quite quickly, so I can already go in with my second coat, which I love. I don't want to hang around, you know, I've got things to do. Okay, so second coat, it's definitely sort of dried down quite nicely and quickly, but not too quickly that I didn't have time to add and build with this second coat. Okay, so here we have two coats. I don't think it's wildly built a lot of drama with that second coat. I think it has enhanced it a little bit, given me a little bit more volume, but it's not turned into this super dramatic mascara. It's still given me a little bit of length, lots of definition, and a fair decent amount of volume. I'm loving the colour of it. It is brown. It's not a brown that's sort of almost like undiscernible from a black. It's not a black brown. It's a really beautiful warm chocolate brown, which is perfect because it does give you that brown mascara effect that you want if you're buying a brown mascara, but it doesn't look black. It gives you that softer brown lash, which I'm really liking. The color of it is beautiful. Really no clumping. You know, I'm really whacking on a lot of mascara there and sort of rubbing lashes together to build it up, and I'm not having to do any work or combing through to separate lashes out. I think it's given me a lovely shape to my lashes, a nice amount of lift, but I really like the sort of definition, this spiky lash. I really enjoy this type of lash. So let's go in with a third coat and see what this mascara can do with three. Okay, and here we have three coats versus my natural lashes. Again, it hasn't sort of added an insane amount of drama between the second and third coats. It's more of a sort of natural building. So we're still not at like a crazy dramatic lash, but it's still so pretty. As I said, with the brown shade, it won't be quite as dramatic and vibrant and as much contrast as it would be with the black shade. So bear that in mind, that, you know, the black shade would give you more drama just from the darker, more contrasting shade. But I think this is so pretty. It's really pretty, and this is my style of lash that I really favour, that sort of spikier, defined, more separated lash as opposed to like a fluffier lash or a lot of sticking together lashes. I like this definition, this sort of spikiness, and the smaller like tapered tip of the brush really helped me get right into these inner and outer corners and coated everything beautifully. I think this is such a pretty colour. I have definitely got some transfer onto my eyelid, but not a lot, and most of that will be down to the fact that I'm applying mascara on camera, which means you can't just do the ugly face you want to do and the angle that you want to do, or you guys won't be able to see anything. So it's definitely not a messy mascara by any means, and I am managing to keep the wand for the most part away from my skin. The component is really nice and weighty and solid and much bigger than a typical mascara component as well, which I'm really enjoying. For lots of people, that will make it much easier to use and hold as it's more sort of solid. So yeah, I think that's really helpful for lots of people. I'm going to use this now on my lower lashes just to see. I'm going to wipe off the excess, as I always do before I go in with my lower lashes, because my lower lashes are very long and I don't want them to be insane. I just want a little bit of definition and basically colour there. Okay, so despite being as light-handed and careful as I could, I've definitely got like way more length than I like on my lower lashes. It was easy to apply there without touching my skin and without poking myself in the eye or anything like that. But this is a lot for my lower lashes, so I'd need to be really careful going in with my lower lashes because, as I said, they're so long. They look crazy and very spider's leggy if if the mascara is like too much for that area. So it's not my favourite on the lower lashes, but very few mascaras are. I need like a smidge. Okay, so here we have my bare naked lashes, Rude, over here, and 3 coats on the top and 1 coat on the bottom of this mascara. I think it's so pretty. I love the colour. Really, really beautiful. I like this type of lash that, like I said, the spiky, fanned out, separated, defined lashes, and the colour is just perfect. I love the component. Let's match up this eye so we can get like the final effect. Okay, so we're back with evened up eyeballs. What a treat. I definitely found doing this side off camera that it was much easier not to get any transfer onto my eyelid, which was great. I also found the lower lash line easier to get a more sort of natural, more like normal, less bonkers lower lash line using this again off camera with a coat already on my top lashes and just using what was left to lightly go over those bottom lashes. I think this is such a pretty mascara. The colour is absolutely perfect, exactly what I want from a brown shade of mascara, and I think that this style of lash is just so pretty and soft and natural, but with enough volume and enough drama to satisfy me. Although it took 3 coats, you guys know how dramatic I like my lashes, and we got there with this. Even with the browner shade, with that softer shade, I still think it's nice and dramatic, but with that pretty softer colour and the prettier softer lash without it being super heavy clumpy lashes. No clumping whatsoever at any point, and a really even coat to the lashes without much effort. All fantastic news. What do you guys think? Do you like the brown shade? Are you a black mascara girl or brown all the way? So I did apply this mascara yesterday when I got home. We'd been out for the day, but when I saw my order of this mascara had arrived in the post, I literally removed my mascara and whacked it straight on my lashes because I was so excited to try it. So I did wear this for a good sort of 4 or 5 hours yesterday before I took it off at bedtime, and there was no transferring, no smudging, no flaking or crumbling, and it was quite easy to remove. It was kind of on the easier end of the spectrum as far as removing mascara with my oil-based cleanser. So all ticks in that regard. I think this is so pretty. It's obviously on the higher end, or even the highest end when it comes to the price of mascaras. Part of that is undoubtedly the packaging, because it is noticeably more luxurious than any other mascara packaging I can remember. Even the Chanel, you know, the push-up mascara that was really chic, luxurious packaging, this weighs twice as much. It's very solid, it's larger, and overall you can tell it's much more luxurious, and this component is, I'm sure, much more expensive than the Chanel one to pay for. So you are paying a bit for that luxurious packaging, and obviously Westman Atelier is an expensive brand. So really this is going to cost you a solid £10 and more than your average high-end mascara. So whether or not that's going to be worth it to you, or that's a price point you want to pay for a mascara, is just going to be your personal preference and choice. I think it's super pretty, beautiful, and I also think it's really hard to find a really great brown mascara, and this shade is perfect and I really enjoy it. So for me, that would kind of help me to justify the price, because I don't have that many options when it comes to brown mascaras. I've tried a few, didn't really love any of them. The Charlotte Tilbury one that's available in my tried and trusted Holy Grail mascara isn't really brown. It's more of a burgundy sort of red, very red brown. I would love this shade in way more mascaras, but I think price point aside, it's beautiful. I really enjoyed using it. I'm going to keep using it, and I will of course keep you posted in my October roundup as to how it has held up over time, whether it's one that dries up or the performance just starts lacking over the next couple of weeks, or whether it's one that gets even better with age, as many mascaras do. I'll keep you posted. I'm going to keep using it. I think it's super pretty and I really enjoyed it, but it is obviously a lot of money for a mascara. So I'm sure that you can find one that's a lot cheaper that is going to give you a very similar effect. Whether or not you can find it in brown, probably not, annoyingly. Hello, brands, we like brown mascaras, give us more. The only other option we've got at this point is Hermes, and that's even more expensive. So there you have it. Those are all of my thoughts on the I Want You mascara from Westman Atelier. Please tell me, I'm desperate to know, have any of you tried this? What are your thoughts? What did you think of how it looked on my lashes? Are you interested in picking this up, or is it just too expensive for a mascara in your opinion? Please let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. But thank you for watching this video. I would love to see you in the next one. Otherwise, take care for now. Bye 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 bye.